Fair use act, nigga.
There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture.
Sticks and stones won't break my bones.
When I bend and I will not fold, we are not friends, I'll label you foe. I won't let you in, I won't let you close, and I got your pen, my foot on your throat. And I hope you choke for real, boy you a joke for real. I'm with the Lord, I'm keeping Jesus with me, you don't want smoke for real. I got that Bible close inside me, the Holy Ghost, I know that you faking, everything you say is a lie.
And words will never hurt me. You work so hard to play the part, but I see straight through your house of cards.
Boy, I've been waiting to slide, when give it a chance, you know I'ma take it. You fill my mind with doubt, you had me, I was down and out. I was living so sinful, I couldn't find my route, I was lost, all wild and out. Now I'm pressing the issue, we getting down to business. I handle my father business, I'm one of his soldiers. Pick up
the walls so thin, the caving in. So come on, tell me again who's powerless, powerless. You told me I'm powerless. It ain't adding up, adding up. This story ain't adding up.
But carry the cross, you no longer sharing my thoughts. Not that there's an over yet. Oh, that loud voice getting quiet now. Where you at?
In the town where I was born, we're supposed to have free speech, but we sold our rights away.
I hope it burns. I'm gonna teach you lessons you never learned. You wanna break a heart that is stronger than your own. You're gonna need more than sticks and stones.
To the land of censorship, so we held our overlords.
They'll cancel your tweets, say your words are a crime.
And stones won't break my bones, and words will never hurt me.
And we'll live beneath the boot censorship.
I won't back down, so run your mouth. Let's see how quickly your breath runs out.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories.
Because of you, we're in this mess. Whatever they tell you, you believe.
If you want war, I'll give you more. So come on, tell me again who's powerless, powerless. You told me I'm powerless.
Get a sight, get a mind. News believer, you are blind. Hypnotized with pantomime. Regurgitating all you hear. Spread your terror, spread your fear.
Ain't adding up. This story ain't adding up.
Start your booing, cause I'm about to ruin the heliocentric model that you're used to. It looks funny, but NASA's making money, see? So NPCs, I hope you're ready to see. They say it's round, but you can't tell from the ground, and the sun only looks like it's going down. I'll tear up all the evidence you got on your shelf and expose all the proof that I see myself. Now
I hope it burns. I'm gonna teach you lessons you never learned.
and all you CGI fanboys, please allow me to trump thee. Keep the flat earth funky, I'm done with this.
Just that every billionaire's a criminal, and all the poor saints. Progressive, go away, common sense. Climate activists, tomato paste. So if you see me driving in my Prius or a Cybertruck, give me some space. 'Cause behind this purple hair and COVID mask lives a sad brown
Okay.
Yo, Trump, you orange clown, your whole throne's a mirage. You built a kingdom of lies off a bankrupt garage. You ain't no patriot, just a Twitter finger fraud. Ducking drafts, sucking cash, hiding truth like a god. I'm the voice of the people, you just talk for the rich. Built a wall for your ego, now it's starting to glitch. You had kids in cages while you posed for a flick. I put bars and pages that'll break you real quick. Stormy's ghost still haunt you, subpoenas in hand. Even your lawyers fleet faster than fans of your brand. I'm Slim Shady with a purpose, a lyrical hitman. You just a washed up game show with a spray tan. It's the fall of Trump, no redemption, no grace, just the echo of truth in your punchable face. You played God with the law, now it's judgment day. I'm the karma in the verse, better kneel when I spray.
You're gonna need more than sticks and stones. I know you'll see. You'll never have the height to measure up to me. You wanna crawl your way out the grave you made your home. You're gonna need more than sticks and stones.
But carry the cross, you no longer share my thoughts. Not that there's an over yet. Oh, that loud voice getting quiet now. Where you at?
You can try and read my lyrics off of this paper before I lay 'em, but you won't take the sting out these words before I say 'em. Cause ain't no way I'ma let you stop me from causing man. When I say I'ma do something, I do it. I don't give a damn what you think.
Do you know what they're doing? They're doing the cock this fun. Don't be an ass to jump. Don't be a fanboy punk.
I'm doing this for me, so fuck the world, feed it beans. It's gassed up, everything's just stopping me. I'ma be what I set out to be, without a doubt, undoubtedly. And all those who look down on me, I'm tearing down your balcony.
Funky dope track, jump back. Strapped with a fat Buddha sack and a 7/8 lack. Don't clean, gangsta lean, I got green, but I serve dubs like it ain't no thing.
But carry the cross, you no longer share my thoughts. Not that there's an over yet. Oh, that loud voice getting quiet now. Where you at?
When it come to street, I kick real G-funk to a gangsta beat.
Do you know what they're doing? They're doing the cock this fun. Don't be an ass to jump. Don't be a fanboy punk.
Destination heaven. Sit in politic with passengers from 9/11. The Lord's blessings leave me lyrically inclined. Shit, I ain't even got to try to shine. Guards and seamstress that tailor fitted my pain. I got scriptures in my brain, I can spit at your dame. Straight out the good book. Look, niggas is shook. 50 feet, no man, warrior. Swing swords like Conan. Bitch.
Do you know what they're doing? They're doing the cock this fun.
The motherfucking world is a ghetto, full of magazines, full clips, and heavy metal when the smoke settles.
Don't be an ass to jump. Don't be a fanboy punk.
And hoping that we penetrating, you get snating, cause I never been to Satan. For hardcore administrating, gangbang affiliating. MC Winner had you wildin' off a zone and a whole half a gallon. Get the dialing, 911 emergency.
But carry the cross, you no longer share my thoughts. Not that there's an over yet. Oh, that loud voice getting quiet now. Where you at?
Did I fall off? Got you in your room, ripping every chronic poster on your wall off. It's cause I put away the sawed off. Now I got you sitting back with a smirk, listening with your arms crossed.
Single, you better make a whole new song. If they said that shit is hot, then they told you wrong. Clown niggas, you ain't got a chance at all. Big L Corleone's too advanced for y'all. I make moves with boss all across the world, so don't be upset if I toss your girl.
Don't be an ass to jump. Don't be a fanboy punk.
Swinging like the Mets, throwing the dice and taking all side bets.
Concentration camp, we had to take it back. Cause really ain't no cake in that kryptonite. Like Superman, I be your kryptonite.
We are controlling transmission. If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume.
Programs that implement it later on is also paid for by the Gates Foundation. So this very insular circle, all saying that what the Gates Foundation is doing is the right thing.
And although Gates relishes the spotlight, he hides his real influence behind his puppets in government, medicine, and the media. But even they slip up occasionally.
Do we have enough infrastructure to contact trace the way that we need to?
I think that's why the criteria that you can see the gates that are that the federal government has recommended are
Slip-ups which seem to be happening a lot lately.
We must treat this new world order, this new world of COVID. We must treat this new world of COVID.
An awful lot lately.
Health officials who call mass vaccinations the only path to a return to normalcy. Almost 4 months into the vaccination effort, providers are beginning to run out of people who want to be immunized.
It's almost out of control.
Here's the reality. We have millions who've died across the world by this vaccine. We may never have an accurate count.
They say the criminal wants to be caught.
Efforts to address the global pandemic.
Could this be the start of a whole new pandemic?
I can't lie!
As to the COVID pandemic, well, no one could see that coming. No one, that is, except for one man with a Nostradamus-like vision.
Today, the greatest risk of global catastrophe doesn't look like this. Instead, it looks like this. If anything kills over 10 million people in the next few decades, it's most likely to be a highly infectious virus rather than a war. Not missiles, but microbes.
A vision he repeated again and again.
We're not ready for the next epidemic. The impact of a huge epidemic, like a flu epidemic, would be phenomenal because all the supply chains would break down, there'd be a lot of panic, many of our systems would be overloaded, the resources to go engage in the affected countries, the allocation decisions. As we've seen various flu scares come along, we haven't had a super good response. Using the flu vaccine doesn't really work that well in the equatorial regions because you don't get this lead time like we do in the northern hemisphere. But a universal flu vaccine, I think, would be brilliant because it would reduce pandemic risk. I also think the human health benefit would be larger, particularly in developing countries, than we'd expect.
As did his disciples.
There is no question that there will be a challenge, the coming administration, in the arena of infectious diseases, but there will be a surprise outbreak.
So certain was Bill Gates, a man with no science or medical training whatsoever, that a virus was about to consume our planet and change our lives forever, that in October of 2019, just weeks before the first mention of COVID-19 anywhere, the Gates Foundation, in partnership with the World Economic Forum and the Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security, both of which he also funds, staged United Nations Special Event 201. Its stated purpose: to gauge the economic and social impact of a global pandemic. This simulation, organized and financed by Bill Gates, included every major aspect of what we saw happening in our world just a few months later. Here are a few highlights from this simulation.
On behalf of our center and our partners, the World Economic Forum and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to our audience here in New York, as well as our larger virtual audience participating online today. The Event 201 scenario is fictional. Today's scenario is going to simulate meetings of a multi-stakeholder group called the Pandemic Emergency Board.
We're at the start of what's looking like it will be a severe pandemic, and there are problems emerging that can only be solved by global business and governments working together.
There's been some conspiracy theories that are around about the potential that pharmaceutical companies or the UN have released this for their own benefit.
And maybe this is a time for us to showcase some cases where we are able to bring forward some bad actors and leave it before the courts to decide whether they have actually spread some fake news.
A new coronavirus.
When the chips are down, these civilized people, they'll eat each other.
You are the unvaccinated. You are the problem. It is the unvaccinated who are the problem, period, end of story.
The only people that you can blame, this isn't shaming, this is the truth. Maybe they should be shamed, are the unvaccinated.
It's time to start blaming the unvaccinated folks, not the regular folks.
Anyone you came into contact with will blame you, as will the rest of us who have done the right thing by getting vaccinated.
Because frankly, we know that we can't trust the unvaccinated.
I think it's time to get our moral house in order, Anderson. It's the unvaccinated who are the threat.
All of us vaccinated folks are going to start wearing masks to protect the unvaccinated folks. It's called a Christian value.
You're basically punishing the vaccinated for the sins of the unvaccinated.
We've been patient, but our patience is wearing thin.
The unvaccinated, a group that includes children and people acting like children. And the rest of us are starting to get pissed off.
The vaccinated feel the unvaccinated are making me upset or angry.
This is not about freedom or personal choice.
Well, my freedom is being kind of disturbed here. No, screw your freedom.
The other day, Howard Stern weighed in with a much different approach. Take a look.
When are we going to stop putting up with the idiots in this country and just say, it's mandatory to get vaccinated? Their freedom.
But you're treading on our freedom and you're making other people sick, and really you're killing other people.
The anti-vaxxers, they seem to have a thing for death and home remedies.
The anti-maskers turned anti-vaxxers are not just putting their own lives at risk. If that was the issue, we could just say that
We can watch them compete to win place or show in the Darwin Awards.
We have to start doing things for the greater good of society and not for idiots who think that they can do their own research.
And don't get me started on the lunatics who won't take any of the COVID vaccines.
Life is too short to be an ass. Life is way too short to be ignorant of the promise of something that is helping people worldwide.
Maybe you're doing it because you're disconnected or disorganized. Maybe you have some sympathetic psychological reasons. But maybe you're just being antisocial.
He's wheezy.
Pointing back to the unvaccinated who are really creating a problem in this country, every death that we are seeing from COVID could have been prevented.
Literally, the only people dying are the unvaccinated. And for those of you spreading misinformation, shame on you. Shame on you. I don't know how some of you sleep at night.
California has declared a state of emergency after America's first severe human case of H5N1 bird flu.
So you hear that, people? The bird flu struck again. This time in California, and they have a state of emergency in right there, people. Can you believe it? So hold on here, people. The bird flu is still on the table. It's gonna show up as a pandemic. I already don't tell you. Listen to me, people. All of it is by steps. Just like they give you the SARS and all of these things, and then later on they come up with the COVID and they tell you tied to the same SARS. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's the same thing they're doing right here with this bird flu, that they're gonna make a pandemic later on. They're gonna basically, school you as far as how it mutates and all, where it come from to get in the humans and everything, and then later on they're gonna show you the human to human transformation or transmission, and then they can give you the damn pandemic. Then they can give you all the drama with you staying away from people and masking up and everything, and take precaution, including shots and everything gonna be on the table for this shit. You best wake up. And also, it ties to the food supply. I keep telling you that so you remember that. They might tell you, yeah, we gotta raise up the price of eggs, chickens, and all dairy product and cow meat, because all of that shit is now vulnerable. And they're going to tell you we have to take out a lot of cows, we have to kill a lot of chickens and throw them in the trash, throw away a lot of eggs and milk and all of these things. So now the price going to go sky high. It's part of the new destruction that they got coming up for the world, people. You best pay attention here. Okay, I got you. Listen.
The 61st confirmed human bird flu case this year. CBS News medical contributor Dr. Swing Gallagher, editor-at-large for public
Don't
health
laugh with the one-eye symbol all over the place.
Joins us now. Good morning. How are you doing?
Morning.
All right, the condition of this patient in Louisiana, and how did they get it?
So this patient we know is over 65, has chronic medical conditions. They are in critical condition at this moment and in the hospital. They appear to have been infected by a backyard flock of birds, not commercial.
Is that stupid?
The same strain as what's going on with dairy cattle?
Yes.
It is not the same
strain.
strain.
That, people, it's not the same strain that's going on with dairy cattle. They're gonna keep bringing you to these strings and strings until bam, they tell you that's the one that's gonna mutate with humans to humans. Exactly what I tell you gonna happen for this pandemic with the same bird flu, but the stupid shit.
Strain that we have seen in wild birds, and also the strain involved with the teenager who was hospitalized in critical condition from
so
H5N1.
all of them coming in strings, people, just like they tell you with that COVID. They come in strings and different strings, attacking different peoples and different things. It is bullshit, but it's the world stage. They're setting up for their destruction. Nothing else gonna come from it but destruction.
British Columbia, Canada.
So people at home hearing this are going to say, well, so he was handling birds. Is there a concern now, though, that people could pass it to other people?
There you go, people. That's all they want to get to. Yes, the man was playing around with birds and he catch it. But all they want to get to is when it gonna get from human to human. That human get it from a bird. Look how life is stupid, people. Listen how life is stupid. We and the bird don't have the same built up, but they can give you a flu. The bird don't have a fucking flu for real, but you can still catch a real flu from the bird. You hear what I say or not? You're gonna have these fever, these cough, these mucus and everything coming out of you. The bird not gonna have that. But the bird can easily pass off that virus on you. But hold on, you can pass it off to another human. You and the bird don't have the same built up, but the bird can pass the virus on to you. But you have it and can pass it off to other human. Why did you believe these things? Why? Later on, they're gonna tell you start moving from human to human, and then bam, that's your pandemic right there. They're gonna tell you, yes, state of emergency, and they're gonna give you, public alert and all of these things, and then all of a sudden, the bird flu is on the table as a pandemic. That's what they're doing. They're taking their time, but that's gonna be the end result.
Very good question. So yes, his exposure was sick and dead birds. So
they have to use word of mouth and show you these news clips. that gonna lead up to it mutating, where humans to human transmission gonna happen. That's what they're gonna tell you. And then you're gonna have a pandemic right there, the next pandemic, and it's not gonna be as smooth or, light like the last one that you passed by, because now they have the pandemic treaty where the government people gonna tell you exactly what you need to do. No states, no city, no what they would call mayor or governor can change it. It's just gonna be what they said from the top, trigger down to every single human beings, and they have to follow suit. Our dead animals called animal control. They're playing with us, people. They're treating you like some little young babies in this world because we all play dumb, living by this system, and what this system have to offer, we suck it up. What a shame.
In terms of human-to-human transmission, the concern is the more we allow spillover into humans, the more likely at some point you might see a mutation
that would allow... You might see a mutation the more it spill over from birds or animals to human. The more you see that, the closer we're going to get to the mutation where human can transmit it from another human.
For human-to-human transmission.
Because most people don't come in contact with sick or dead
Look at this
birds.
right here, people. So, look at the clothing. Look at the clothing right there, people. You don't understand what's going on here? It's a devil trick TV is. And they use it to bore a hole in the human being's brain.
How big of a concern should all of us feel watching and listening to you?
Right. So for the general public, the risk is still exceedingly low. The people who are at risk are farm workers, livestock, and really don't drink raw milk. It's really not a good idea.
And there you go, people. Don't drink raw milk. You know what they call raw milk? You pump it straight from the cow and drink it. That's not good. It need to have some kind of chemical in it, else you're going to be poisoned with the bird flu. I'm going to ask you a question. Does the cow that you're getting the raw milk from have to have the bird flu for you to catch it? From the raw milk. I'm just asking you, are the raw milk automatically going to give you the bird flu, whether the cow have it or not? And is that sound stupid? Because it sounds stupid to me that the cow have the bird flu passing around in milk. The cow people, the cow have the bird flu. I guess you're going to have a cow flu later on. They have a monkeypox. They have a mad cow disease. They have all of these shits. They have a chicken pox. They have a bird flu. You hear what I say, people? I want to know, why is the cow taking that bird flu so serious? Why is the cow taking it and spreading it? But it is a bird flu. This guy that they tell you have it, he was mingling with sick and dead birds, and that's how he get it. How did the cow get it? Oh, the same thing. He fondling birds, dead birds, and sick birds. That's what give these cattle the bird flu in the raw milk. Do you get it? Listen some more before we kick them out of here.
Happening. And again, if the more people get exposed to this virus, the more likely you are to see a mutation that will allow for human-to-human transmission.
Yes, so the more you see it, the more you see them alarm it, that you catch it from an animal, the closer they're getting to tell you it's going to spread from human to human. That's what that fucker just said out the mouth. Just like I told you, they're coaching you till they get to that point.
I used to believe everything I'd see on the news, but that's before I discovered a brain.
A brain is meant for everyday use. Those living with moderate to severe stupidity have seen immediate improvement in common sense with a brain.
I thought the government had my best interests at heart, and then a friend told me about a brain.
Talk to your doctor about what news sources you obey. A brain may also lower your desire to take life-altering advice from celebrities.
Getting lectured about my carbon footprint from people with 3 private jets used to make sense. But thanks to a brain, now I can think for myself every day. When my disregard for third-grade biology began to flare up, I knew it was time for a brain.
Do not try a brain if you're allergic to a brain. Common side effects may include accountability, discernment, homeschooling your kids, a better understanding of economics, awareness of the stupidity of socialism, and diarrhea.
For tethering yourself to reality, the only no-brainer is choosing a brain. Ask your doctor if a brain is right for you.
For more information, visit tryabrain.com.
If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper.
First merger ever done in Germany was Bayer-Monsanto, where Bayer, which is a pharmaceutical company, merged with Monsanto, which is an agrochemical company in the United States. If you look at what Bayer makes, they make cancer drugs for things like non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And if you look at what Monsanto makes, which is Roundup, which is the most widely used pesticide in America, the cancer that it causes is non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. They paid out $11 billion in the past couple of years for non-Hodgkin's lymphoma cases. So the companies are merging that are directly known to cause the disease with a medical company that has a treatment for the disease. Like, this is very, very dark.
We will control the vertical.
Now, us crazy people have been telling you for a long time that there's going to be a carbon tax and it's going to be attached to your digital ID. Have a look at this on a sandwich. I don't know exactly where it's from, Reynolds or something like that. So, carbon score of 8.1% of your daily dietary carbon allowance. What? So imagine when you've got a digital currency attached to your digital ID, when you go to Tesco's and you buy this sandwich and it says, you can't have this one because it takes you over your 100% carbon allowance for the day. So you got to choose something else. We told you this was all coming. Digital ID is the gateway to controlling every fucking movement you make. You are not going to be able to travel or buy or eat anything without their consent. Hate to say that we told you so. We cannot allow this totalitarian government to give us digital ID. There you go.
We can roll the image. Make it flutter.
Finding out the Senate quietly voted to block the release of the Epstein files 3 hours after Charlie Kirk incident. September 9th, 2025. And of course, I'm sure you all get this was the book that they put out the day before. Peer-reviewed South Korean study confirms COVID boosters causing global turbo cancer epidemic.
Or sharpen it to crystal clarity.
A massive, ultra-rare, once-in-a-lifetime hurricane slams Jamaica, and the island already has a long-term plan on the books, Vision 2030 Jamaica, to reshape infrastructure, cities, and services by 2030? Totally unrelated, I'm sure. Vision 2030 Jamaica talks big. It's a whole vision of how to rebuild and modernize. Just a reminder, disasters unlock budgets, redraw maps, and fast-track projects. But I'm sure they have nothing to do with each other. Let me know what you think.
That's pretty simple, really.
Money. That's what it's all about.
We will control the horizontal.
Good morning, citizens. Your overnight account balances have been updated. Time to start a productive day. Final notice, your account balance is below 500. You need 50 credits by the end of the day to avoid automatic eviction. If you have missed work due to illness, you must provide a doctor's note to reclaim your credits.
Any extra credits? Please.
Tensions are high today, with more people planning to join the Citizens Against Digital Control protest. Remember, the government knows who you are at all times. Resisting is not worth the consequences. All of their newest social credit systems are designed to keep you and your families safe and efficient.
Authorities seized a record balance of an individual's credits, citing excessive hoarding.
Traffic violation detected. 7 miles per hour over the limit. 75 credits have been automatically deducted.
You have to be fucking kidding me.
Yep, you got the flu. Your blood work shows a significant iron deficiency. I recommend incorporating more red meat into your diet.
Dr. Jones, your taxes were not filed and have been automatically deducted with late fees. Your medical license has been revoked.
Oh, hell nah, I filed an extension.
Purchase denied. Monthly red meat allowance exceeded. Try mealworms instead.
Can you guys please let me through?
Attention. Unauthorized political gathering detected. Participants' access to financial services has been suspended. Due to the speeding infraction, your car will be immobilized for 3 days.
Fuck you! Take your surveillance policies and rot in hell!
You've earned 50 bonus credits for reporting your neighbor's hateful misconduct. This content exceeds your current social credit tier. may we suggest citizen responsibility. Sarah, open the door. You have been identified by the authorities. Don't resist. Don't resist. Don't resist.
We can change the focus to a soft blur.
First off, there's only 2 genders. All you pink-haired demons gotta do better. I'm a boy, so I rock a blue sweater. I hate to break the news, all you dudes are too tender. And why the heck they got these demons in the classroom? Drag show, story time, they don't get a pass, dude. Y'all don't wanna face the music, this the sad truth. Our country's a mess, don't wanna say it, but I have to. If someone doesn't take a stand, then we cooked. The devil telling lies, man, and everybody hooked. Get mad, get your lick back, and take what he took. And you know I'm spitting truth, I just take it from the book. Most boys my age, they lack guidance, but I'ma be a David, I'ma stand up to the giant. Boys can't be girls, cause that defies science. I can't go the way of the world, won't even try it. I won't buy what they selling me, won't listen when they telling me that I am just a kid. I won't listen to your jealousy. Look, I know that I'm killing all these melodies. I should be in jail for telling truth, where's my felony? Don't listen to the lies that they feed you. Like all these genders, it doesn't exceed 2. You got a life to live and you don't get a redo. Everybody fine and they lying, I'ma speak truth.
You're in London, you're on a business trip. You're staying in Greenwich, and you want to buy some food. So you go into the local Aldi's, like this one, and you think, I'm going to go in here and buy some food so that I can feed myself. And then you approach the barrier, and look, you can't even get in the shop without having a QR code to scan here, or to scan here, and then you can go and buy things. Now this looks to me like the beginning stages of the digital prison that we keep talking about.
For the next hour, sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear.
Okay, so you've heard of NPCs, the non-player characters. Is our world actually filled with backdrop people? Images. Why are they here? They're here to create the experience so that light source beings that break off from the source creator and go through an individual soul evolution journey are able to learn their lessons. Those NPCs help us learn these lessons. Backdrop people, these NPCs, they are a collective energy. The whole soul life selection process and having a purpose and a mission, they're not a part of that because they're not individual souls. In the description, there's going to be a little play button. It's going to bring you to this video. What is a soul? A soul is when the consciousness becomes individual. And Dolores says because so many main player characters are here on Earth at this time to change the planet and make it better, these NPCs are on a script right now to destroy the planet. They are angry because they're here to provoke us so that we could actually pass the lesson. Well, damn. Sounds a bit Karen to me. Provoking negative emotions in order to keep that second group upset and angry so they continue to shape this negative reality. Now, that second group reminds me of Truman's wife. She is a real person. Because she lacks the deeper awareness, she continues to play this role that she believes she has to. It's about. These other people do have consciousness. They are so entranced and deluded by the Matrix, as though they are trapped in a virtual reality prison and their identity is a programmed personality. These people are the main energy source for our Matrix, which feeds off of their fear, guilt, and frustration. We're gonna put a pin in that. Let's go to the third type. Okay, this third group is the smallest of all. These are people who have enough awareness to realize that we are in an illusion and that our true selves, beyond the walls of this software program, we are just a fractal of an infinite oneness. Now let's go one step further with this NPC thing. This blog called Ego Mind prefers to use the word non-player consciousness, which once again says they do not have individual minds. They lack these qualities because they lack awareness of themselves and others. But he chooses to use the word consciousness instead of character. One, because everything has consciousness, but also because the word is more appropriate. To con is to make someone believe something. The next part of the word means having knowledge. And the final part is your state of being. When the knowledge is deceptive, it creates our state of being. Sometimes they're also called non-source players. Once again, we see this repeated from the David Icke book. The Matrix runs on energy, specifically from source players' negative emotion. One argument for why NPCs exist is to propel the continuation of the Matrix by inciting the main player character into feeling emotions that would continue to create this reality.
They are placeholders, running pre-programmed scripts. Their purpose is not to think, but to maintain the illusion of reality. Their eyes are vacant, their energy flat. You feel it before you see it. Hollowness, a presence that isn't fully there. They don't create, they don't question, they just exist. They move through life on autopilot, repeating the same conversations, the same reactions, the same empty routines. They mimic but never innovate. They consume but never produce. Their opinions are not their own. They are downloaded from the system. They will repeat mainstream narratives word for word without processing them. Challenge them and you'll see the script break. Confusion, anger, defensiveness, they are not programmed to question. They defend the system at all costs. Tell them something outside the narrative, something that breaks the illusion, and they will react, not think. Immediate dismissal, mockery, hostility. They are not here to awaken, only to police the dream. They have no true self. Their personalities shift depending on who they're around. Their interests seem artificial, like they were chosen from a preset list. They are social chameleons, adapting not out of self-awareness, but because they have no internal compass. There is nothing inside. Have you ever felt exhausted after talking to someone, like your soul was being siphoned? NPCs don't just lack energy, they take it. They exist to keep the simulation running, and they need real souls to power it. This is why they surround awakened individuals, why they find you but never truly connect. Their presence drains, distracts, derails. They steer conversations toward nothingness, keep you trapped in loops, keep you asleep. Say something that breaks the illusion. Watch their eyes. Do they register? Do they process? Or do they default to denial, anger, and pre-scripted responses? The biggest question isn't who they are, it's how many of them there are.
We repeat, there is nothing wrong with your television set.
Intentionally spray my children or family with toxic aerosols, but as you must know, 80% or better do not have any family or children. Indigo pilots are chosen from the top ranks within the Air Force, Navy, and Coast Guard. Most of the pilots are, quote, hardened to humanity, unquote, and could care less about killing off unwanted or leeching aspects of America and the world. I swear to you, the majority of the pilots are like machines. I call them tanker terminators. We are paid more than any other pilot for our service, other than Air Force One pilots who make as much or more and are kept in a dark secret world for their own protection.
We see the serpent.
One day I hope you see the truth. This puppet show stays on because of you. We've been dancing with the devil way too long. I know it's fun, but get ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home.
You are about to participate in a great adventure.
Found this article by Midwestern Doctor. If you haven't followed Midwestern Doctor, you should, on Substack. Unbelievable, all the stuff. This person, I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, says dermatology's disastrous war against the sun, the forgotten side of skin health, and the necessity of sunlight, by the Midwestern Doctor. Okay, you ready? Hold on to your, because here it comes. Cancers are by far the most commonly diagnosed cancer in the United States. So to prevent them, the public is constantly told, avoid the sun. You've heard that, avoid the sun, right?
Yeah.
However, while the relatively benign skin cancers are caused by sun exposure, benign skin cancers, which is what this is caused by sun exposure. The ones responsible for most skin cancer deaths are due to the lack of sunlight.
Why, lack of vitamin D or something?
This is unfortunate because sunlight is arguably the most important nutrient for the human body, as avoiding it doubles one's rate of dying and significantly increases their risk of cancer. The exact opposite. Huh, Misha? Is this not blowing your mind? Is that avoiding it doubles one's rate of dying. Avoiding the sun doubles your rate of dying and significantly increases your risk of cancer. A strong case can be made that this dynamic was a result of the dermatology profession, with the help of a top PR firm, rebranding themselves to skin cancer fighters, something which allowed them to become one of the highest paying medical specialties in existence. This happened in the 80s.
Yeah.
They hired a Wall Street advertising firm. Unfortunately, despite the billions that is put into fighting each year skin cancer, there has been no substantial change in the number of skin cancer deaths. None. No substantial change. So all this skin cancer awareness and all this and wear your sunblock. By the way, sunblock, a lot of sunblock, toxic.
Yeah, that's what
they don't tell you that either. Not good. There's two different kinds of sunblock. There's the toxic, bad kind. So I'm going to try to go through this as fast as I can because there's a lot to cover. So a large epidemiological study found women with higher solar UVB exposure had only half the incidence of breast cancer as those with lower solar exposure, and that men with higher residential solar exposure had only half the incidence of fatal prostate cancer. A 50% reduction in either of these cancers greatly exceeds what any of the approaches we use to treat or prevent them have accomplished. The sun, for fighting cancer. 3, a 20-year prospective study evaluated 29,518 women in southern Sweden with no significant health issues were randomly selected, essentially making it one of the best possible epidemiologic studies that could be done. It found that women who were sun avoidant compared to those who had regular exposure to sunlight were 60% more likely to die. So if you avoid the sun, 60% more likely to die, being roughly 50% more likely to die than the moderate exposure group, and 130% more likely to die than the group with high sun exposure. Note, to be clear, there are very few interventions in medicine that do anything close to this, meaning the sun. The largest gain was seen in the risk of dying from heart disease, while the second gain was seen in the risk of all causes of death besides heart disease and cancer. And the third largest gain was seen in deaths from cancer. So it lowered your risk of death from all those things, including cancer. The investigators concluded that the smaller benefit in reduced cancer death was in part an artifact of the subjects actually living longer and hence succumbing to a type of cancer that would have only affected them later in life. So even though what they're saying is that because they got sun, they lived so much longer that a lot of them got cancer at the end, but they would have died much earlier had they not gotten sun exposure. Do you follow that? I hope so. The largest benefit, get this, Kurt, the largest benefit was seen in smokers.
Yeah.
To the point, non-smokers who avoided the sun, non-smokers who didn't get sun, had the same risk of dying as smokers who got sunlight. According to the American Academy of Dermatology, this is what the official Dermatology Academy says about skin cancer. You ready? It says skin cancer is the most common cancer in the United States. Current estimates are that 1 in 5 Americans will develop skin cancer. They just call it all skin cancer. So there's the kind of skin cancer that most people get, not scary at all. And then there's 1% of people die from skin cancer. That's the scary part. But they lump them together. So they're doing it here. 1 in 5 Americans will develop skin cancer, which makes you shit your pants and get afraid of the sun.
Yeah.
It is estimated that approximately 9,500 people in the U.S. are diagnosed with skin cancer every day. But did you know that most of those skin cancers diagnosed are benign?
That's what I did think that.
Basal cell and squamous cell carcinomas, the two most common forms of skin cancer, are highly treatable if detected early and treated properly. They even put these two together, which is incorrect for them to do. Because exposure to UV light is the most preventable risk factor for all skin cancers, so they're lumping all skin cancers together. The kind of skin cancer that's caused by the sun, which is not as scary as the kind of skin cancer that is caused by not enough sun.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Which is actually very scary.
I didn't know there was one caused by not enough.
So they're
sun.
doing
That's
that.
The thing I didn't realize.
The Academy of Dermatology encourages everyone to stay out of indoor tanning beds and protect their skin outdoors by seeking shade, wearing protective clothing, including a long sleeve shirt, pants, a wide brimmed hat like machete, and sunglasses with UV protection, and applying a broad spectrum water resistant sunscreen with an SPF of 30 hard to kill off skin not covered by clothing. Likewise, according to the Skin Cancer Foundation, more than 2 people die of skin cancer in the U.S. every hour. That sounds pretty scary, right? Well, let's break that down to exactly what that means. It is generally believed that around 2.64 million people get one cancer a year. Skin cancer. The 3 primary risk factors for basal cell carcinoma cancer are excessive sun exposure, fair skin, which makes you more susceptible to excessive sunlight penetrating your skin, and family history of skin cancer. So that's the kind of cancer I got. I have light skin, blue eyes, and I get a lot of sun on my face. Because of this, the widely varying incidence of basal cell carcinoma is largely due to how much sunlight exposure people have, and typically you find it in areas with frequent sunlight exposure, like on the face. Okay? The important thing to understand about basal cell carcinoma is that because it almost never metastasizes, it's not very dangerous. And most sources say that it has a 0% fatality rate.
If any doctor ever tells you to stay out of the sun, you should fire that doctor immediately. 1,200 scientific research papers prove that the sun is crucial for our health, that you should never use sun protection product if you want to be healthy, and that you should go to the sun between 11 and 1 at the highest noon. Skin cancer is not an issue. There's only one important skin cancer. That's melanoma. And melanoma is protected thanks to the sun. The sun does not create melanoma. The sun protects us from melanoma according to science. And even if you are not scientists, as soon as I tell you that melanoma almost never happens on the face because the face is always in the sun, that immediately should tell you that doctors have been lying to you. Because according to their logic, when they tell you to stay out of the sun because of melanoma, you should have melanomas on the face, shouldn't you? Because the face is in the sun more than any other part of your body. So that alone should be enough for even the most uneducated layperson to understand the big lie perpetrated by the sun protection industry.
We get to the United Kingdom. Guess how many?
Tell us.
12,183 arrests for online comments in 2023. That is twice the amount of Belarus, a dictatorial authoritarian regime, at 6,205, more than China at 1,500, more than Russia. We love to say Russia, they're mean, they're bad, Putin's a dictator. Only 400 in Russia. Russia seems like a free speech heaven compared to the United Kingdom. This is what people don't fucking realize. This is ludicrous, and it's coming to your neighborhood real quick.
The Gambinos, they're all back. Everybody's back right now, and they're rigging sports all over the place. And Kash Patel has been out there, and there's 31 people arrested. I will not be one way at all shocked if it's 33 by the end of this, because these guys cannot stop using the words Mason and 33 in every single solitary news story. And one of the people that they talked about that's very important, he knows everything about this, his last name is Mason. We have never seen the number 33 and the word Mason used so much in the media than we have in 2025. You know what that is? That's them telling each other that full speed ahead. We're on this. The plan is going forward. We're going to put the cap on the pyramid, and we're going to bring in our new world order, which they are. It keeps people drunk, it keeps people divided, and it keeps people paying them and wasting their time that they'll never get back watching sports. Period. That's all this is. This is a distraction from the Charlie Kirk psyop that's going horribly wrong for them because everything's completely falling apart, but it doesn't matter. We could prove it right down to the DNA, and you know what will happen? Nothing. We proved, without a shadow of a doubt, Sandy Hook was not what it said it was supposed to be.
And efficient, stylish, and classy. And they were yet constantly innovating with their compressed air vehicles as well. And once the controllers took over and established their monopolies, their oil companies, just like the architecture that lost its beauty and grace, so too the roads. And remember, friends, our history is nothing more than a set of lies agreed upon.
Public support for the moon mission is rock bottom.
Every day, something is breaking. And we're dead. Again. Or blowing up.
The space program is a bloated mess.
NASA needs a marketing specialist, and you are the very best.
Excuse me? What are you doing here?
I tracked you down because I felt we had a connection.
What?
I'm joking. I work here now to sell the moon.
NASA's not something that you sell with a jingle and a slogan.
When I'm done, those men are going to be bigger than the Beatles.
Who is that?
For me, this is very personal.
He's got my name.
You told me that your guys don't do interviews, so I had to hire new guys.
I'm here for the casting. Who's he?
You're a juicy part.
60 missions in Korea. I flew 52 missions in Korea. I flew 52 missions in Korea. How's that? What?
The whole world will be watching. We can't afford to lose to the Russians. We need to shoot the backup version of the moon landing.
You mean to fake it? No one can ever know what we're doing.
I cannot accept that.
They will shoot you.
What is my budget?
Oh, boy.
I know a lot more about the moon than I know about you. Give me go, no go for launch. If you fake this mission, every single thing that we have sacrificed will have been for nothing.
You know you couldn't have made it to this day without me.
4, 3, 2, 1.
My Armstrong is a whiny little bitch. We have to recast.
We should have gotten Kubrick.
Prototype of XF-907 Ultra Stealth aircraft achieved complete invisibility via exterior coating consisting of Epstein's client list. I've reached that age when my brain goes from "you probably shouldn't say that" to "what the hell, let's see what happens." 2 weeks to flatten the curve. 2 weeks.
News this morning, we found more on the Charlie Kirk situation.
Oh, wow. Did they finally admit it was an exit wound?
Not quite. Let's ask our investigators at Jake GTV News.
Good thing normies don't know how strong a 30-06 is, but here's Terry Farnsworth, the dude who took the SD cards, voted sketchiest character of the month. You guys have got to see this.
Okay, so not only does he take the SD cards and refuse to give it out, he was taking a selfie video and the first to pronounce him dead. Like, what the heck? Just ask Candace.
But this second close friend of Charlie chose to run just a few yards away up to a grassy knoll to take out his phone. A couple of seconds later, he takes out his phone and he begins recording himself.
They just shot Charlie. They just shot Charlie. They just shot Charlie. They just shot Charlie. He's dead. God help him.
You're probably thinking out loud, what the F did I just watch?
What the F is right.
Okay, so let's get this straight. He was the camera guy, but who hired him?
Definitely not Israel. Like, definitely not.
Yeah.
The chief of staff, Mikey McCoy, was in charge of the setup and seen mid-call walking away just as Charlie is shot. Check it out.
Thanks, Ching Chong. Okay, so there he goes. He's already on the phone call. He's just walking off.
Exactly what they said. It's a closed case. We may not have any confession or evidence, but this is what Charlie would have wanted.
Noticing is antiseptic. Back to you, John.
Great point, Tiffany. This would also be a great time to remind us who we can't criticize. Steineberg, take it away.
Thanks, Goya. Now, according to my Talmud, you can never undermine our right to rule over you, and if we get caught lying, refer to the pizza cost. It's not easy being chosen.
Thanks, Steinberg. Ever since Kash Patel covered up the Epstein files, we knew we could count on him for this.
What a remarkably efficient cover-up.
Right, Candace?
Yeah. Regarding Kash Patel showing his face there, I legitimately do not know how these people do it, okay? I would literally die from shame. I would pass away right immediately from shame before I would show up to that event if I was Kash Patel.
That's absolutely based, Candace.
Straight up, this just in, Shapiro-Stein said you're not invited to our news program and stop questioning the FBI.
Yeah, it's definitely Tyler. Like, definitely. Case closed.
It's an honor to be here with you today as the 9th Director of the FBI. I want to provide by providing a briefing into the tragic assassination of Charlie Kirk. We were able to extract video from the campus feed. A few hours later, that suspect was in custody, pursuant to the interrogation of the suspect's own father, who stated, "When I saw that video that you released, I recognized it was my son, and I confronted him, and he was handed over to lawful law enforcement authorities."
Is this a new breed of human that I don't know about? Where you feel nothing, there's just nothing. It's like the Josh Hammer thing. They don't feel any sense of shame at all, and they can just go, 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 go. I truly don't understand it because I have to be a different species from whatever that is. I would melt. I'd rather melt into the floor than show my face, knowing how badly I was dropping the ball. The whole world was dropping the ball.
Shut it down, Candace. Shapiro-Stein, shut her antiseptic butt back to the safari.
Just because we fired you, Candace, doesn't mean you can come back and spread your antiseptic journalism. Spiritual discernment gets you absolutely fired in the real world. Now, back to you, Goyam. Finally, the adults are in charge, and it's going to be the most transparent administration ever, except on the Jeffrey Epstein stuff or the Charlie Kirk stuff, who was a friend of the administration.
Shut it down, Candace. You think you come onto my show and spread your antiseptic rhetoric? You obviously haven't heard of Jackie. You're so cooked.
Oh no, producer Berg's cranky again.
Yeah, personally, I think Charlie got JFK'd, but what do I know?
I think it was more like MLK Jr. because we're too busy saying, I have a dream.
That's a funny joke, Rebecca. Why don't you pack your things and head outside? Producer Berg is waiting for you with a pager. Now, Goyam, I want you to meet Daisy. Daisy, welcome to the team.
Israel is our greatest ally.
Holy wow, when did we hire you?
The USS Liberty and Holodomor was a figment of your imagination.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Degeneracy. We're no better than them. Anyway, if you're not following Jake GTV by now, your parents were popping Tylenol like Skittles. You're retarded.
Okay, so there he picks up his phone.
He's already on the phone call.
He's just casually walking off.